Right, I'm going to show you guys what I feel is a good and safe mask. This is just my opinion, and this I'm going to show you guys how to make one of these. Since these are really short in supply right now, and the reason I do happen to have them, I didn't run out and buy a whole bunch right after COVID-19. I saved these for the doctors. The reason I do have a couple left is these are dirty. I can't give them to them. These are N95 painters masks. But they actually meet painting specifications. I usually have them because I do paint a lot and I'm a painting contractor, so I always have these around. But mine were all dirty, so I couldn't give them to essential workers. But I did give some to one restaurant that had employees. So since these are in really short supply, there's always the quick way to make a mask. A lot of people are making with the sewing machine, and of course, we're not talking about a medical grade mask. We're talking about something that will, slow the amount down, but there's no guarantees that anything's going to do that. So there's always the bandana. A lot of people would, say, oh, well, I'll just use a bandana. But one of the problems with bandanas are this right here. If you look and you look at this in the light, you can see right through it. It's very thin material. So it would help to have this cover your face because you're talking about droplets that you would be putting out to get on someone else. Not that this would filter them out. The N95 filters out 95% of the particulates. There still are some that get through it. A respirator is actually better for painting, so I use those most of the time, but I do have these for sanding. So the thing that I feel is better than the bandana is the microfiber cloth. Microfiber cloths have a limited amount of air that goes through them, and they do have a lot of little microfibers that will keep the air, keep particles from going through them, coming in or out of them. There is no guarantee that these things work, but it is better than nothing. If you're going to need to cover your face, if you're in an area that, like, there's a lot of places where I live, it is required. It's $1,000 fine if you leave your house and do not have your face covered. So here's the way I'm doing it really quick, because I find these to be very uncomfortable if I'm out walking or something like that. So here's a real quick way to do it. Well, everybody probably was going to go, oh my God, I didn't think of this. One of these, you probably have one of these in your house. If you have any microfiber cloths, you can also use a bandana and be legit with it. Put this on your face and do it just like fold it in a triangle shape like this. Now you got 2 layers it's going through. So it's like that on the front. Let's look at the back. That in the back. Have your little thing there. It's nice and comfortable. Covers a lot of your face. Covers all over your mouth. Pretty tight fit. And it's still very breathable, but now it's 2 layers of cloth that's going through. So it's a pretty, in my opinion, pretty safe way to cover your face. Better than a lot of things that I've seen. A lot of those little cloth ones people make for their face. Doesn't give them very adequate coverage, and this would stop you from breathing on someone else and spreading the virus. It's probably not going to filter as well as an N95 when you breathe in, but if you're remaining your 6 feet rule, remember some of the particles have dissipated by the time it got to you, so I think your chances are pretty good. That's just my opinion. I'll talk to you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.